You ask why life is tough and things are hard, it's going to be like this. If you're at a place of peace, I've always said this in prior videos, enjoy it. Soak it in like you're in the sun. Oh, let that peace come into my body. You know why? Because when the times that are hard coming, your mind is settled. You can deal with any circumstances that come your way. One person asked me, and they said, could you do a video on it? And that's why I'm doing this right now. Why is it when you walk the righteous path, it's so hard? It is hard because you're walking in a place, for me, okay? I'm going to be real honest with you. This earth is like the devil's playground. This is his principality all over. Look around you. If you can't see it, then you have to take off the blinders. Between the things that people do for their religion, for politics, for different people, races, or different colors. This is barbaric. This is a way to keep you in check. Think about what I'm saying. This is easy to control when you put division amongst people. When you have unity, it's very hard to break that. So when you have unity with the faith that you believe, it's hard to break that. Take that faith and belief and use it in a right and just way. Not in that other way going south. Because a lot of people do that and claim, I'm doing this for whoever their God is or their religion. For me, that's personally wrong. I can't say for them because I'm no one here to judge. I don't judge anyone because I'm not perfect. But when you walk that path, it's hard because things are going to try to knock you off the path. They're going to try to make you sin. They're going to try to make you do all type of things you don't want to, because then it's to say, haha, they're just like me. No, aha, I am not like you. That's what you must always say to everyone that's out to either cause you harm mentally, right? We're talking on the spiritual level, so we won't get into physically, but mentally, verbally, all these type of things, just because of what you believe in your faith. They're gonna try to tell you that it's not right. It's not, you're not thinking right. No, that's not how things are. That's a little clue that you're on the right path. You're on the right path because everyone seems to be opposite of where you want to go. And the ones that are walking with you, like, hey, come on, walk with me. You know what? I think I might walk with you because the other ones are way back there. And why? Because they're not keeping up with the mind, body, and spirit. They're being influenced in their spirit by outside influences, the whispers within the ear, and telling them. For example, you have some people that may not, we have a lot of people, and I respect it, that may have mental issues or problems. And you have some that become really psychotic and do things that you would say, well, I can't imagine why they would do that. Because they're not in the proper mindset. And the whispers that me and you may think, and we say, nah, you can't do that. No, they do it. They react on emotion. They might turn around all of a sudden and then do that action. And you're like, what the heck? Where did that come from? Because they did not know how to deny the voice that was trying to do others harm and themselves, but instead integrated it into their thought process, which is very dangerous. You need to control all aspects of yourself. Internal thinking, internal speech, everything. When you walk the righteous path, for me, walking in with Christ, holding that cross. Sometimes it gets light. I don't notice it. Sometimes back on my shoulder without even knowing. But I take it, grasp it, and keep going. I don't stop. I stumble like Christ did many times with the cross. Fall, get back up. You're going to have people that will help you on your way. Like they helped Christ. A little bit of water, sponged his face. I'm using my own faith because of what someone had asked me to interpret of how I get through things. It's a spiritual channel. Use whatever you believe. And like I always say, if you don't believe in Son, you got to believe in yourself. That's the first step before you believe in anything. A lot of times I started to realize when I was on the right path, God would put me in certain places, positions, and situations to see how I was going to react. A lot of times I reacted in the wrong manner. A lot of times I reacted in the right manner. Then I started to build myself up to an ethic code for myself. And once I held that, there was no stopping me. That's it. No matter what influences, what people said or whatever, you stood true to yourself and your belief and what it is. Because I'll be real honest with you. Whatever faith you believe, all across the board, All these different religions. If you're a good person, you may not see it because you just have all these good intentions, but I gotta tell you, you gotta understand there's bad and evil everywhere. And they're out to destroy you. They're out to destroy you mentally, physically, drain you, take your energy. That's their power. Chuck you to the side. Who's next? Don't be that person. I understand a lot of people, good-hearted people, but don't be naive. Put on that armor. Whatever faith you believe, walk that path. Don't stop. Because your light is going to shine bright. You're going to attract a lot of things. It's just like when you have, here in the United States, when you're out, let's say we have a lot of porches, balconies, everything. Sometimes in the summer there's a lot of bugs. And a lot of people put up this bug zapper, right? What happens with that bug zapper? There's been like movies where you see them, oh, the light, don't go into the light. Zip. Because people are sometimes attracted to light, and sometimes people are repelled by light. The ones that walk the path of light are attracted to it. The ones that walk the path of darkness, I've been on both. Retract from it. I had that one thing when I read that one passage in the Bible, you can't have two masters. It was so true. Because when I was at that point, years back in my life, I was like, this doesn't work. You either got to pick one or the other. You can't be one way, you know, living your life right and just, and then when it comes to, look, night, darkness, you live in another. Absolutely not. It doesn't work. You must be the same throughout all your life here. Here, spirit. Put the armor, work hard. And I told my friend that with faith and belief, no one can stop you. They can throw every type of ammo they want at you to bring you down. It just repels. And don't worry about it. Do not get bitter. Forgive people. Because there's always some higher entity watching. Whatever you believe in. There's always, whether it be if you're a Buddhist, if you're Jewish, if you're Muslim, if you're a Christian. There's always a higher power that will judge the people that have done you wrong. Do not get involved. Stay back. Because you don't want none of that to rebound on you because you're acting off emotions. Forgive them. You don't have to. For me personally, I forgive. I'll be real honest with you. Even though I'm a spiritual teacher, I don't forget. But I forgive. I move on. And that's it. Because do not get involved with that karma. I've seen it 100 times over and over. When it comes back, people don't realize. You do something in despise or anger or emotion, you could be just 3-4 years down the road and wham, something goes sideways. And like, why did this happen? Because you forgot what you did all those years back. Did you think you were going to escape this? It doesn't happen. If you don't escape it here, you go to that next, wherever you believe you're going to go, you're going to get that judgment. I know myself, I want to have my mind clear and everything right. So when I pass on, I'm in good shape. So as I told my friend, keep going, because you're on the right path. If you get attacked, it's hard. When you're on the righteous path, they don't tell you these things. They tell you, awaken yourself, awaken your third eye, the spiritual, this is great and all that. But you never hear of all, I'll be honest with you, that negativity that's going to come with that. Because there's a lot of people that don't like when your light shines bright. Because they want to know why. And especially if someone's in a dark place, that's a recipe for disaster. They'll act like your friend. They'll act like this. Find out all the inner workings of you. They'll try to. I've seen this numerous times, even with my own life experiences. That's why you got to watch what you say. A lot of people don't understand. You see a lot of these societies or fraternal organizations. They always have that finger above the mouth in front. That's for a reason. Silence is power. Because the more you just go off on the mouth, you're giving everything the enemy needs to destroy you. Be real honest with you. They didn't even have to do anything. They just had to ask you a couple questions. You gave them all the ammo that then will be used upon you. Don't do that. Now you know people that are close to you, of course, you confide in all that, but it's just open your mind. So remember this. Walk the righteous path. It's going to be hard. And don't give up. We're living in a time that was extremely hard. Even myself, I right now am going through tough times. But I have to be an example for others that say, hey, even though he's going through that, he'll still have a smile on his face. He'll still stop and say hello to you. He'll still give you his time and walk off. And you won't even know that I had any worries or problems in the world. That's when you are on top of your game. Do not